Okay, so today I wanted to talk about cosplay photographer to cosplay photographer relationships. As some of you know, we go to cons and I photograph cosplayers. And typically the way we go about it is we show up at the con and then we just approach cosplayers at the con, pull them aside for like 5 minutes, take them somewhere else, do a little mini, really fast photo shoot, if that's what you want to call it, and then we're done. I've just been, I guess, the past couple cons we've gone to, with the exception of KatsuCon, I've been running into like other photographers who just aren't respectful. But I guess before I talk about that, I should say that we do meet a lot of photographers at cons, and a lot of them are very, very nice. We end up making, friends, and then when we see them at other cons, we're like, hey, what's going on? And, we talk about gear and how stuff's going and things like that. But there are people in the bunch, because there's a lot of photographers at cons, that just aren't respectful, I guess is the best thing I can say. If I'm, I had a planned photo shoot at KatsuCon actually, with a very nice girl named Lillian. And we were off, in the grass and the trees and stuff like that. And we had all our lighting gear up, Kevin's doing stuff, I'm standing on a stool, and, it looks like a photo shoot. And, people were coming, walking by and like taking pictures. And I don't care if you walk by and you're like, that's a cool picture, that's a cool cosplay, click, and go away, whatever. I don't care. It's, obviously we're out in the open. But if you start interfering with the shoot that I'm doing, I get a little annoyed. So for an example, at KatsuCon, I was taking a picture of Lillian, and this guy was standing behind me taking pretty much the exact same shot that I was, except I was crouched down and he was going above me. And I wanted to move back because I had a long lens, and so I wanted to move back and get some different, shots. And I stood up and I didn't realize he was behind me, and I was like, excuse me, I need to move back. And he was just like, yeah. He ignored me and just started taking all these shots. And I was like, excuse me, sir, I need to just move back. He's like blocking this way. And he's like, ugh. And he just like steps aside. It's like, what is that, Like to me, that's unacceptable. Like if you are coming into someone else's shoot and taking pictures, I feel like you need to be respectful to the photographer. So if the photographer says, oh, I just need to get back here for a second, you just go, oh, sorry, move aside. How hard is that? To me, that's not hard. Sometimes Kevin will take the other camera we have and kind of far away take a picture of other people when they're doing shoots, but he never ever goes physically up to the shoot and interferes with the photographer. He'll stand back, he'll stay out of the way, he won't do anything, and he'll just take a couple snapshots, and half the time they don't really turn out, but they're fun, and to me, that's, the way Kevin does it is respectful, and the way other people do it with the shoots that I'm doing is respectful too. Later there was a guy and he was like, oh, can I take pictures while you're taking pictures? I won't use my flash and I'll stay out of your way. And I was like, yeah, dude, sure. Like, to me, like, communicating with the photographer that was there first, technically, is the perfect way to go about cons, and I keep running into people at conventions that kind of just don't listen to me, like when I'm saying like, oh, can you move for a second, or I need to be here, or they interrupt my shoot, like start giving the cosplayer other directions, and the cosplayer's kind of confused, like who's really taking my picture now. And yeah, so I feel like, I don't know, I just kind of wanted to get that out there, because I don't know, to me it's not that hard to be nice to other photographers. Sure, we may be competition, we may not be, I'm doing it for fun, I love taking pictures of cosplayers, but I am also very nice to other photographers and things like that. So I guess all I'm trying to say here is be respectful to your fellow photographers. We can all be friends. There's no reason why we can't be. We can take all awesome shots together and have fun.